we are sitting on a gold mine of cultural and artistic content. It's a thrilling place to live for that reason. And so much of it is local, it's in our localities. We have 169 towns, and every one of them has a historical society, sometimes a library, sometimes another kind of museum. And this is where history lives, is in our localities. It gives people a sense of civic attachment, a sense of community. And you can't really put a price tag on that. You can't love a person unless you know them. The same is true of a place. You got 169 towns, and every one of them have a different story. They're not cookie-cutter replicas of one another. What makes you proud to be a resident of the state? And again, you have to know those stories in order to tell them. So there's almost no aspect of the American story that doesn't touch this state somehow. So in theory, you could teach the whole of American history just using Connecticut subject matter. You are able, through a study of history, to put things in context. Every news story, every object, every artwork, everything has a context, something surrounding it that explains what it is and why it matters. And historians, that's what people who study history get good at. The other thing about history that is critical is writing, the ability to communicate effectively. There is no field, they talk about science, technology, engineering, and math. I don't care what you do, you still at the end of the day need to be able to communicate what it's about and to persuade others and help them understand. And that's, good writing is a critical life skill. And you know, if you go out to Torrington, you learn about you know, the machine tool industry. If you go out to Norfolk, you learn about the development of the dairy industry and these wonderful architectural treasures that they've got. Hartford and New Haven, of course, are famous. But some of our little towns, I mean, Norwich was, we're showing right out here in the pop-up exhibit. They brought these wonderful treasures made by silversmiths. Norwich was the center in the 18th century of the silversmithing and clock making industry in Connecticut. New London, the age of Wales. I mean, you know, it goes on and on. And so all these towns have a special story, and our ability to connect with our places, you know, depends on learning those stories. I'm a great believer in the what they call the staycation concept. My wife and I do 30, 40 day trips a year around Connecticut where we just poke around and explore, and it's just an intensely rewarding thing. I do a lot, by the way, with social media. I have this Facebook site called Creating Sense of Place for Connecticut that is loaded with travel ideas. I love sharing. When we go places, I always post stuff and pictures so people can see some of the neat things. And I've been in every town in Connecticut, most of them more than once, certainly. And I've never been anywhere where I couldn't find interesting things if you poke around. So it's, you know, it's learning to discover the treasures in our own backyards here. That is what I think of when I think of tourism. That's what we're here for. The heritage community are here to protect, present, and preserve the things that make Connecticut special.